Hey guys, welcome back to Sunshine Island Online. We hope you guys had an awesome week last week. If you guys were watching with us last week, you'll know that we've started a new series on creation. We're looking at all the things God created. Last week we talked about how creation was not something that God did alone, but He did it with Jesus. And He created everything, and the whole Bible, the whole story is one big story from creation to the very end of the Bible in Revelation is telling us one big story about how God loves us. And so this week we're going to go back to the very, very beginning, and we're going to look at Genesis chapter 1 through 31. And I'm going to show you a really cool video that's going to help you guys out to kind of see this message and see it put into practice. And so take a minute and watch this video.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Whoa, it's dark. Oh, I don't know if I like the dark.
God said, "Let there be light."
Whoa!
And light started shining.
Look at that! It's light!
God looked at the light, and He saw that it was good.
It is good. It was totally dark before, but now we can see.
God separated light from darkness, and He named the light day, and the darkness He named night.
Wow. So that's why we have days and nights. God is amazing.
Then God made the land.
Cool. Like all the grass. I love the grass. Running and jumping and skipping. Oh, and the dirt. I like to play with dirt.
And God also made
Water! I love swimming at the beach. Ooh, and the mountains, like Mount Everest. Wow, God made all that. That's clever.
God looked at what He had done, and He saw that it was good.
Well, it is pretty good, but it looks kind of empty.
God said, "Let the earth produce all kinds of plants, trees, fruit and grain." And that's what happened.
Wow, just like that. All those different plants and things to eat. Like apples, yum. Oh, and all the different kinds of flowers. I like sunflowers.
God looked at what He had done, and it was good.
You bet it's good. Food is yum, and we couldn't live without it. God is amazing. What's that?
God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to shine on the earth."
Cool, it's the sun.
And that's what happened.
Whoa, look at the moon. God made some beautiful stuff.
He sure did. God made the sun to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night.
Hey, that's clever. Like, the sun keeps us warm, and the moon lets us see at night. Oh, and there's the stars too. Hey, I think I can see Saturn.
God looked at what He had done, and it was good.
It is so good. God is amazing. What's next? What's next?
God said, "Let the oceans be full of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth."
Wow, God made the fish and the birds.
So God made all the living creatures that swim in the ocean. He also made every kind of bird.
But there are millions of those. And they're all different colours, shapes and sizes. Whoa, I reckon God had fun making all that.
God looked at what He had done, and it was good.
God really is amazing.
God said, "Let the earth be full of all kinds of animals." And that's what happened.
No way. God made all the animals on the land too?
God made every single one of them. Wild animals, tame animals, insects, reptiles.
Whoa. Look at that giraffe. Giraffes are funny. Oh, and a zebra. Wow, all the animals are so different. God is so creative.
Then He looked at what He had done, and it was good.
Well, it looks to me like the picture's done.
Then God said, "Now we will make humans, and they will be like us."
Of course, God made people.
So God created humans to be like Himself. He made men, and He made women.
God made me. My hands, my toes, and my eyes. Cool.
God gave them His blessing, and He said, "Have a lot of children. Fill the earth with people and be in charge of it. Look after the plants, the fish, the birds, and all the animals.
Wow, that's an important job. We really do need to look after the earth.
God looked at what he had done, and all of it was very good.
Very, very good. God sure did a great job.
He did. He made everything, and he loves what he has made.
I love what he made too. God sure is amazing.
All right, how cool was that video? All right, so here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to tell me what your favorite thing in all of creation that God made. What is it? But here's the thing. I don't want you to just tell me what it is. I want you to show me. So if it's a flower, I want you to find a way to make a beautiful flower. If it's an animal, if it's beaches, if it's trees, if it's the birds in the air, whatever the thing is that God created that is your favorite thing. It could be your puppy dog. But here's the thing. I want you to make that. So go around your house and find some craft materials. It could be markers, crayons, paper, clay, Play-Doh, pick up sticks, whatever you can find, and I want you to gather those together, and I want you to make an image, make a creation of your favorite thing in all of creation, all right? You're gonna create just like God created, okay? And then I want you guys to have your parents either text me a picture of what you created, or you can post it on our Facebook page, and I'll have a link to that at the bottom of this video. All right, so take a few minutes, pause this video, make your creation, and then come back and watch. Hey guys, I can't wait to see your creativity at work. Send me those pictures so we can celebrate those together, and we'll post a few of our favorites on our Facebook page so you guys can see those, and we'll check in on those next week in this video. I love the creation story. I love to see the way God creates order out of chaos. And you see, the creation story is so cool because it is completely ordered. The first 3 days, God creates these big open things, right? And then the next 3 days, he fills those things up with littler things. Let me explain. So on day one, it says God created light and dark and the heavens and the earth. Then on day two, it says that he created the waters and the sky. And then on day three, it says he created the land and the plants. Okay? Then it's like we go back to day one again. On day four, he takes the sky. Remember, he created the sky, he created the heavens and the earth, and then he starts filling up the heavens. He puts stars and suns and moons and planets all throughout the universe. And then on day five, he creates birds to fill the air and fish to fill the sea. Then on day six, God creates a whole lot of stuff. Do you guys know what God created on day six? Well, if you can hear, there's a dog barking in the background. God created dogs, he created birds, he created plants, he created bugs, he created all the animals. And then he said something after everything he created. What did he say? He said, it was good. And then God made man. God made us. God made human beings. And when he was finished creating us, what did he say? He said it was very good. You catch the difference? We are God's favorite thing in all of creation. You know, you made your creations and you showed us what your favorite thing is. If we asked God that same question, he would have said you are his favorite thing. Then on the seventh day, God rested. He took a break. And it wasn't because he was tired. It was because he was done. And he wanted to set an example for us. That as good as it is to work hard and to be creative, sometimes it's also good to stop and enjoy creation. I love coming in my backyard, which is where I'm standing right now, and listening to the birds chirp, listening to the animals all around, the breeze blowing through the trees. This is where I enjoy God's creation. And it's so important that we do that. Psalm 19:1 says that the heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim his glory. And we are meant to proclaim his glory too. You know, the universe is a big place. I want to show you guys another video as we close out today. showing you just how big our universe is. You see, it's amazing to see how much God created, but it's also amazing to remember that we are the very favorite thing that God created. So guys, watch this video, and then I want to encourage you guys to just have a great week.
If the earth were the size of a golf ball, okay, the sun would be 15 feet in diameter. Okay, that didn't seem to move anybody either, so let me try it a different way. Let me just try it just a different way. I thought I might need this, so I brought a golf ball, okay? So all through the evening, this is going to represent Earth, all right? So this is where we are. I need everybody in the building to look as closely as you can and find yourself, okay? And when you found yourself, I want you to nod your head so that I know you've located you on the earth, okay? You nodding your head? Okay, you found yourself. If the earth were a golf ball, the sun would be 15 feet in diameter. That's not 15 feet in diameter. Can we blow that up just a hair, maybe give them 15 feet in diameter? So here's a little perspective for you, okay? Is this working for anybody? Here we are on the earth, and that's the sun. It's so big, you could put 960,000 Earths inside the sun. So if the earth were a golf ball and the sun were 15 feet in diameter, you could put 960,000 golf balls inside that 15-foot diameter sun. That's enough golf balls, by the way, because I know that seems like a big number, to fill a school bus with golf balls could fit inside the 15-foot in diameter sun. It's a massive star, and it's one of hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, our cul-de-sac in the neighborhood called the cosmos that God has made. I love science, and science has just brought us the largest star they found. It's called, are you ready for this? Canis Majoris. Now, I'm no linguist, but that's a cool name for the biggest star we've found so far. I think that means the big dog star, and that's exactly what it is. I bring it to you as a little bitty purple, glow just to the right of center there. But Canis Majoris, oh wow. If the earth were a golf ball, Canis Majoris would be the height of Mount Everest. Almost 6 miles above sea level, the highest point on the planet, and I just dare you to get up there and unzip the parka and pull out your golf ball. You could fit 7 quadrillion Earths inside Canis Majoris. That's enough Earths, if the Earth were a golf ball, to cover the entire state of Texas in golf balls, 22 inches deep. You see the one you're on? Maybe this will help a little bit more. This absolutely blew my mind. Just a little journey through our solar system. Everyone knows our planets and sort of how we fit in to the story here. You see really quickly that we're not even the biggest deal in our own solar system, but as Earth comes by, you have to know tonight that we are living on a privileged planet. Anyone would tell you we're living at one of the most special places, if not the most special place in all of creation. But Neptune comes by and Saturn and then Jupiter, and you're like, okay, we're not all that big, even in our own little cul-de-sac. I just noticed the blue dot fading away is not the Earth. That's Neptune. The Earth has gotten too small to see anymore. Sirius comes by. Little plug for satellite radio. Not the biggest star, but the brightest star that we have found so far. Pollux, which we didn't mention. Arcturus. Such a beautifully named one, Regal. But then the one that messed me up. Our third star, Musifi. Sifi's cousin, W. Sifi. And Canis Majoris. And do you know that you couldn't come up here right now with a Sharpie and make a mark on the screen that would approximate the size of our sun? You couldn't even do it. I mean, when you look at these in their relative size, we just have to put a little arrow over there that says, if you could put the sun on here, which you can't, it would go somewhere about here. And can you hang on that for me? And when you see this, I don't know what happens to you, but I'll tell you what happens to me. A shrinking feeling comes over me, and it's not a bad shrinking feeling, it's a good shrinking feeling. Because sin, it has a way of shrinking God down in our minds and puffing us up in our own estimation. But just a glance into the universe that God has made resizes everything in a heartbeat. And you realize tonight we are worshiping an unrivaled, uncontested God of all kind of might and power and glory and awe, there's none like him anywhere in all of creation tonight.